What's up, River Rat? I just got to the river here. This is we'll be flathead fishing from the bank and the boat later tonight. But I'm just getting here. I got to set up camp, so I might as well throw out a couple cut bait. I got some cut green sunfish on the cat claws and guard dogs. Well, I set up camp, so I probably won't be talking too much right now, at least because I'm gonna set up. It's gonna be raining for the next 2 days, on and off, storming. So got to prepare. But I'll keep this feed going, and hopefully we can get on a channel cat. It's been a while since I fished here on this bank, but I've been hearing the bite is starting to pick up. So see what happens. But yeah, if you don't hear from me, I'm just kind of in the background unpacking and getting things rain-proofed here. I'll be sleeping in the back of my truck tonight in the cap, so I got to get that all set up. But hopefully we can get a guard dog to pop here. Appreciate the share out, River Rat. What's up, 922? Just trying to get on some channel cat fishing while I get set up here on base camp. We're going to be doing some flathead fishing throughout the weekend here. Today, tomorrow, and Saturday night. It's supposed to be raining for most of the weekend, so got to prepare and kind of do make some shelters. I got some buddies coming up, some family, my kids and wife will be coming up tomorrow. I got some cut bait out here right now. I don't know. I've been hearing that they've been starting to catch some cats on this section, so we're gonna see if we can get on some channels for the time being. I gotta get some bait fish yet. A little bit later once my buddy arrives. But the weather's really nice. I mean, it's just barely drizzling right now. Got a good breeze. I am starting to sweat a little bit actually. I'm working, getting all this stuff unpacked, but not too hot. I think it's in the mid 70s right now. But can't complain. Out on a riverbank. We'll see. I'm gonna throw a carp rod out, I think, too. Been trying to get on some little carp. Try and use that for bait, but I haven't caught anything small enough. But yeah, we're just gonna let these lines soak for a while and see if we can bring in any fish. The only one here right now. I got one buddy coming here shortly. Should be here within the hour, I'm guessing, and hopefully, and then another buddy coming later in the evening. And hopefully the rain holds out a little bit because we're gonna probably hit the boat, do some boat fishing on some spots, and then probably follow it up on the bank later tonight. We'll be fishing no matter the weather. If it's lightning, though, we'll probably just be on the bank, most likely. All right. We got a carp right out there. I don't have my threader for the boilie, so I had to just put the boilie on the hook. Or at least I can't find it. I left that at home. Guide Dog Pro and the Cat Claws rod holders. Heck yeah, Riverette. Been seeing you got some nice flatties on the bank. That was pretty cool, man. That was a big one. That was a good one. Hopefully we will find something decent. Like I said, this section's been the last 2 times I've been kind of fishing up and down this section of the river because the dam is just up river here about a half a mile, if that. But anything below this dam here, I fished. The last 2 times I got skunked. We fished a couple miles downriver and all the way back up, and we've gotten skunked 2 times now. So see if anything changes here. I'm gonna just go into the shelter here because it's raining. Keep my camera wet or not wet. Appreciate you guys stopping in. I'm sorry I'm not talking too much. I'm just kind of preparing for this rain. It's very muddy. Very, very muddy, but the fish are biting. Heck yeah. I'm gonna sit down and relax for a little bit here. Hang out with you guys. Nice breeze though. It's a nice kind of not too cold, not too hot. Perfect. What's up, Chris? I'm in here, but eating. Yep, no worries, man. We're just hanging out. I just got here at base camp. We'll be trying out on the boat later for flatheads. Storms, depending if it's lightning, we're gonna hang out just on the bank tonight at least, and then just bank fish. But yeah, I'm just setting up camp here. Kind of pretty much settled in for the most part. Taking a little break. I do have to get on some bait yet today, but I got plenty of time, and just as long as the bluegills are cooperating. But right now I just got some cut bait out there, and then on the two, the right and the middle, I have cut bait, cut bluegill or green sunfish, and then that smaller pole on the left side that's just got um, some pack bait on there with boilie for see if I can pick up a little carp or something. There's a lot of carp that are jumping, but let's see if they can make their way into this little channel here. I've never really targeted carp on this river, so yeah, this is a nice little place to go camp, and our family likes going here. It's just really convenient because the camp's right on the river here. So if anything, we can always just bank fish. We don't need to bring the boat if we don't want to, but it's always nice having the boat to go cruise down, get a bite to eat on the river, get a drink or something, and do some fishing. Ton of biting flies out here. That's annoying. Nice and peaceful though. Nobody's here at the campground, so I got it all to myself. I'm assuming nobody will be here besides just two of my other friends today, and then we got I think one more friend, and my kids and wife are coming tomorrow, and then we have another guy coming on Saturday. So, or two guys coming on Saturday, I believe. So we're gonna be hucking, trying to get on some flatheads. And unfortunately, I don't know how many more times I'm gonna get out. I probably will get out, maybe 2 or 3 times yet this year. But I got a lot of stuff going on, and other than fishing, so when I come out here, I try to make it worth it. I try to bring everything I can, and I fish. Sometimes I fish through the night, all the way up into the morning, just because I don't get to go out as much as I want to, or just because of other stuff going on. But that's just how I roll. Go big or go home. But yeah, none of this rain is gonna affect my fishing, and either way, I'll be fishing. I got my rain suit along. I'm prepared to battle the weather and try to get on some fish. Shared you out to the community. I appreciate Chris. Thanks a lot. I didn't know if anyone was going to be on today, but I figured I'd just go live for a little bit, get these rods out. Well, I got a bunch of time today to get on bait and all sorts of stuff. I'm already pretty much set up. Got the boat in the water. Everything's ready to go. I just got to re-rig some lines for my flathead rods, which the rigs are already pre-tied. So just got to throw them on the main line, and we're ready to go with that. So figure I'd go live for a little bit. Take her easy, River Rat. Get out today. Good luck. Hope you get on some big ones again. Keep on hucking. But yeah, usually, I don't know, the channel catfishing's pretty decent right here where I have them. Usually it's more the mornings, and then evenings and into the night you can get on some good channels. But I've had pretty good success fishing during kind of the late mornings and afternoons, but it does slow down a little bit, so I can't guarantee I'll get anything. Like I said, it's been real slow on this section. I don't know if it's due to there's a lot of boat traffic, fishing pressure this year compared to pretty much any year I've been up here. This year's been crazy. It's been like 4th of July for like a month straight, when the bite was actually real good. So I don't, that probably had a lot to do with the fishing slowing down, and then the spawn hit, and that seemed like it took forever for the spawn to kind of close out. But I think it was just they spawned and they just weren't really active after with all the pressure that's been going on. But the pressure has slowed down. There hasn't been a lot of people fishing as much anymore on this section, just because I think nobody's catching anything, so they're kind of trying to go to different spots. So hopefully these fish are getting active again and getting hungry for some live baits tonight. I actually don't mind the rain right now and the wind because it feels good. It's been had this cold spout for about a week now, or cooler weather. It's in the 70s now. It's supposed to get in the 80s by the weekend, or low 80s. So with a mix of rain and storms, so it's still going to be it's going to be nice weather. I don't mind the rain at all, if it's not crazy downpour, but we'll be in it if it is. Gonna say if this rain lightens up a little bit here, it's kind of going a little harder now, but take you on a little adventure down on the backside of this in this backwater here. There's that's where I do my bait fishing. It's gonna take you on a little adventure to catch some bait, but I'm gonna hope to see if this rain kind of stops a little bit before I do that. I don't need bait right. I don't want to have bait too early. I just got to maintain it longer throughout the day. Well, where am I? I'm in Wisconsin on the Fox River. This is pretty much the closest river. It's about an hour and 20 minutes or so from my house to here. It's about the closest flathead river I have. Also got like the Wisconsin River, um, which is about hour and a half. Mississippi River, which is west of us, and that is about 3 hours, 20 minutes or so. That's one of my favorite places to go, just because you can camp on the islands and we do our boat trips out there when we take the boat out, and we'll just travel down the river and camp on islands for a couple of days. It's so much fun. Catch a lot of better chances of catching a really good sized flathead. It's been a couple of years since I've caught a decent one. So I think it was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, maybe I caught a 50 and a 55. The 55 was still currently my PB flathead. Just this year, right actually where my boat is sitting right there, about 5 feet off my boat. We had a bunch of people fishing, so I just threw a line about 5 feet out from the boat on the back and pulled up a 44-pound flathead. So that's my PB for this river. I've been trying to get a 30-pounder for a couple of years now, and I finally scaled one at 44 pounds. I did probably catch one that was in the 30. I just didn't have a scale at the time. That one was 44 and a half inches, I believe, and 44 and a quarter pounds. So that was exciting. So even if I don't get any more flathead this year, I'm really pumped about that day. I think that was like the second or so trip I came out this year on the river. So it was pretty early before in the post spawn or the pre spawn. Far from Sheboygan? No, not at all. I think it's probably I don't know, about an hour, 45 minutes maybe. It's on the Winnebago system, so just out of Oshkosh. But yeah, this is like I like coming here. It's just convenient, especially with the family. It's hard to flathead fish all the time with the family because I do a lot of flathead fishing at night. So if I'm with my family, most of the time they don't want to stay out on the boat too late. Once it gets dark, the bugs come out, and it's a waiting game with flatheads. So not much you can. It's hard to keep the kids kind of active, and I don't have a huge boat. I only have a 16.5-foot boat, so it gets crammed. And with the family, I got 2 dogs as well, so they're also on the boat. So we usually try to fish till like just once it's getting dark, so about 9:30 on the boat, and then come back and bank fish just because it's more convenient for the whole family. And it's nice that we're just right on the river, so we can do that. But it's really hard to find in Wisconsin here, at least for flatheads. It's hard to find a campsite where you can fish right from the bank, right from your camper door, or your tent door, and have your rods sitting out there and catch some really nice flatheads. This river has definitely improved over the 8 or 9 years I've been flathead fishing. I used to come out here 8 years ago and maybe catch 5 in a 4-day weekend would be a good trip. And now this year, that day I caught the 44, we caught 15 in one night. That wasn't just from the bank, that was from the bank and boat. But in one night we caught 15 flatheads. That was a personal best record for me and the crew. Last year or 2 years, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, we caught 13 from the bank. But yeah, it was a good start to the season. It got slow though. With this water, it raised up real high. It was probably the highest I've ever seen it. And that kind of took a spin on the bite, and it was hard to find them. Just go let these lines soak and maybe go do some bait fishing here. Okay, let's see, what do I need? Worms, where are the worms? Cooler. Maybe we'll just go do some bait fishing here. Let me grab my stuff and we'll go take a hike down there. Alright. Bait box in quick. Bait pole. We'll let these rods soak in the water and let the guard dogs work. Hopefully hook up on a channel cat when we get back. Got some old Crocs on there, not very good on slippery wood. See if my bait spot's still producing. It's been pretty good usually to get a quick 15 bluegills. We'll be running, well, hopefully we can get on some bluegills, but we will be running bluegills, green sunfish, bullheads, and we'll have some suckers as well. Yeah, summer fishing's always tough, kind of in that transition period of after the spawn. You got the heat, and then this year it's been kind of a curveball with the flooding and the high waters. Pretty much since right before spawn, and we had like just rain every day for like seemed like forever. But the river has finally started to recede. It's not fully kind of back to normal, but it is definitely better than it was when I came out here 2 weeks ago. I had to throw like 8 or 9 ounces, and I was still, oh man, this is. Let's see if I can get in this little pocket here because it's so weedy. Let's see here. I don't know if I'll be able to fish here because of the weeds. Dang, man, the weeds really came up. We were just over here 2 weeks ago and it was not weedy, but I think with all the water dropping, it kind of made the weeds grow a little bit faster. See if I can pull any out of this little pocket. Might have to walk further down. Oh, perch. I don't want a perch. Should have brought a bobber along so cast out there. Darn it. All right, we're gonna have to move down. Weedy here. What's up, Eric? We're just trying to bait fish here. Fortunately, the back channel is. God, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. The back channel is weeded out. I might have to resort to walking further down here. Sorry, my camera's all over the place. I'm holding 100 things. Fox Lake State Park back in the 80s. Yeah, I don't think Fox Lake has any. They might have channel cats, I'm assuming, because it kind of links up with Beaver Dam Lake, which is stocked, or not stocked, but it just has a ton of smaller eater size channels. So I would imagine there's probably channel cats in Fox, but there's no flatheads. And I just like catching channels, but I really like catching flatheads. That's my go-to. Come on, where are the fish at? Oh, there's so much garbage just snagging up on everything. Snagged up on the root. Should have brought my bobber along, but I didn't. You got it out there, and I gotta let it just drop. Try a new piece of worm. Maybe that's the ticket. I ain't gonna stay out here too long because I got my rods over there. I have to kind of do some searching off camera for the bait, most likely. Liked and shared. Thank you, brother Eric. Try to get on a few handful of bluegills here, but it's slim pickings with no too much weeds. You can see them all jumping in the weeds, but it's just a pain trying to cast them. Right? Hmm. All right, I gotta think of something here. I would take my boat back there, but unfortunately, my boat is not good for getting back there. I'm gonna make one more stop and see if there's any open holes. Other than I'll walk back towards camp. And I got one more idea before I stop bait fishing for a little bit and think. I just don't want to go too far. Actually, just gonna go back to where kind of on this other little back channel. It's a little culvert pipe, and sometimes you can get on some good bait there, but it's been slim pickings there too. This is the life of catfishing or flathead fishing for me is just bait comes first, and sometimes it's not easy. If I had a boat and I could get back there, I definitely could probably put a 10 or 15 in the boat real quick, but I should have brought my bobber because I could get out in the middle there. It's probably what I have to do later if I can't get on them over here by this little culvert. Go check our poles, make sure there's nothing going on with them. Looks like the guard dogs are still hooked up. I can see them. It's the good thing about the guard dogs. You can kind of walk away for a couple minutes, and if you do get a bite, it's gonna trigger it, set the hook for you so they don't swallow it. It's the one thing I like about good thing I like about the guard dogs is they will set the hook for you. So if you're not around or you don't see it, sometimes you'll miss it. Then miss the bite. If you got that guard dog on, it's gonna set the hook for you. Right down by this little tree here once before I get to the other thing. Oh shoot! Switch this camera around. Don't drop my phone in the water. Let's see if I can get something down here. Oh, that didn't work. Dogs are on duty. Yes, sir. I just need to find some bait. You'd think it'd be pretty easy with all this structure. Sometimes it's real easy, and then sometimes it just disappear. Like today, they disappeared. All right, next spot. Sheepers, creepers, why? Baits. Where are you, bait? Used to be able to just catch them right from the campsite, but that's a no-go. I'll try down by this culvert here. There's like a little water overflow. I mean, sometimes you can get on some good rock bass and green sunfish, bluegills, and pumpkin seeds. I could really go for some rock bass right about now. That's one of my favorite baits right now, this time of year. How was the live last night? For the guard dogs, it was good. I didn't catch it. I went live on the channel for that show and was carp fishing, but I didn't have any takers. We had my guard dog got set off once, but I think it was just a bullhead grabbing the boilie and popped the guard dog off, but that was it. And then we tried fishing a little bit after on my live channel, and we didn't. We only stayed for about half an hour more, and we did not have any luck. But that's the way she goes when you're fishing. All right, I'm gonna put you guys up here for a little bit. I'm gonna go down here and see if I can find anything. Put you guys in the action. Yeah, so there's like a little culvert right there. So we're gonna see if there's anything coming in here. much bait, but the water's still high, so it's tough to find the little. There's like a lot of rocks that they go into, but everything's covered and the water's murky. Can't see where the rocks are. All right, let's see what's next here. Try the pier once. Struggling. Shouldn't be this hard to catch a dang bluegill. What's up, Lisa? Are there any snakes? There's the only snake we got. It really is grass snakes or gardener snakes. Gardener snakes. We don't have really anything poisonous. We do have like kind of more west of us in Wisconsin. We got small populations of like the rattlesnakes, but I've never seen one. But they're not around this part. They're in the more the rocky part of the state here. So it's one thing I like about Wisconsin. There's nothing really dangerous as far as animals besides bears, and we have some kind of mountain lions, but not many. I'm gonna try here for a little bit. I don't know. Wait till my buddy gets here and hunker down on some bait time. Man, tough fishing. I don't know. I can try one more spot, and I'm gonna take a break on this until my buddy gets here, and we're gonna figure out some options, but we can get on some bait a little bit easier. Probably just gonna have to go back to the first spot with the bobber so I can get it out in the middle. I know they're out there. John boy, what's up? Eric adding to the chat. Yeah, there, my dad with the thunder pressure. Thanks for coming in, John boy. We're just trying to get on some bait here. It's a struggle right now. It's not really the best time to bait fish anyways. It's a little after noon. We got about 6 hours until we're actually gonna be cat fishing or flathead fishing. Alright, this is one more spot I'm gonna try before I give up on this for now. My guess is they're not even gonna be here either. Trying this little crack here because sometimes they're in here. Nowhere. All right, I'm just gonna go back to camp, wait for my buddy to get here, and then we're gonna probably figure out a game plan for bait. We'll get on the bait. It's just a matter of time, and we'll figure it out. Wind is starting to pick up now. I'll probably put you. I'll be on live for about I don't know 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna do some thinking here. Figure out where we're gonna go for bait. Try this little fallen tree by camp a little bit. Can't believe one of the guard dogs didn't get set yet. Usually pretty easy to get on a channel. Unless one might be set off. Can't tell from here. Yeah, it is set off. I think. Don't see anything pulling on it. I think it is. Let's go check it out. Yep. One guard dog is off right now, so it could be fishing, or it could have been the wind. I did have it set pretty light, and the wind just picked up really hard, or harder. Don't see anything tugging on it yet. But the guard dog is off of the orange rod. Let's check it out. The line looks pretty normal, so I don't think there's anything on it. Let's check it out. Big bait. Yeah, now the rain's coming. Really? It's really weedy back there. I know they're out there. You gotta get a bobber and tuck it. To get those suckers. They're not huge. Well, maybe it was just the time I went out. Yeah, they were like somewhere like too good. Yeah. There wasn't a lot left, so I have a feeling maybe a lot more needed out, like the bigger ones. Oh. All right, guys. Taking off. Cavalry has arrived. Bait time. Take it easy, guys.